with respect to AI, we know it is reshaping lots of industries, right? How do you see AI augmenting versus replacing jobs in the near future? Because that seems to be the number one question on everybody's mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I said, I've been talking to CHROs constantly for the last 2 years, and there are a couple interesting things here. I think one is that we're actually seeing AI amplifying performance a lot. So a lot of CHROs are investing in technology like coaching, streamlining admin, kind of surfacing performance insights. And so there's some of this is supplementary, which I think is helpful. I think there's also a lot of headlines out there, like with Shopify, talking about how they are really prioritizing AI and led to some layoffs. But I think that is not a complete picture necessarily of what's happening in tech. I think layoffs are happening necessarily in this environment anyways. And so I wouldn't put that all on AI, but I would say the most valuable employees are ones who can make their roles more efficient and free up time for the high value thinking. If you can 10x your workflow using AI, you won't be replaced. You'll be promoted. So those are kind of the initial insights I'm seeing.
Great. So Ruben, your thoughts, please?
Yeah, so look, I mean, the thing is, we can have an endless debate about whether we're all going to be replaced or not. The answer is we don't know, and may happen in a few years, but it sort of like doesn't really matter. And I want to empathize with the audience because we've been using AI for the last 3 years, quite a lot before ChatGPT became a popular tool, and we integrated it into our apps because we got early access to it. And I've gone through a phase where I was just like, yeah, damn, this is not going to go well. And then I just let go. And I was just like, I cannot be afraid about something I can't control, but I should control what I can. And so I think for me, the most important thing is like job replacement or not, we don't know. But the only thing we know is that we can all do something about it. And I think for me, that's really the bit that matters. And so augmentation of job is just so clear. Like I can see it in my life every single day. I have so many examples of things that I do with AI that is just like, it's just like so much easier. Like my life is so much better, like so much better. Like I can do so many more things that I couldn't do before. And I'm very happy to dig deeper into these examples.
Yeah, just to kind of complement that, I completely agree. I think it's having that mindset of how can I have fun with this and use this to make my life easier is really kind of the mindset that you need to embrace to make sure you're augmenting your job with AI.
So great. Actually, so on that note, so Ruben, every time I look at an industry, I think, oh, this will not be replaced. Plumbing. Or maybe, we need plumbers. Initially, I used to think the drivers, why would they be replaced? And then we have driverless cars. So are the industries that are ripe for extinction or things that will not be replaced? Any thoughts?
Again, industries that won't be replaced. And I think if you're really scared and you really want to not be replaced, become a carpenter, become a nurse, become anything that involves real manual labor, an electrician, a plumber, because everybody will need this. And I can guarantee you that AI is not going after this job, not tomorrow. I know Tesla is trying to build a sort of a robot for this, but we're a long way away from this, right? So that's the safest way. And if you enjoy it, do it. But I mean, you have to do something that you enjoy, right? That I think is by far the most important thing. So like which jobs are going to be, according to the data of everything that I've seen, there's a big focus on white collar workers. So lawyers, accountants, software engineers, they're the most likely to be, so to speak, automated or augmented. Again, we don't know. So, but that's generally the divide. And the idea is sort of like the reverse bell curve. Everybody in the middle will be mostly augmented or touched by AI. And then everybody in the extremes, probably less so. This being said, actually, this tool can still be helpful. I find that it's like if you speak to ChatGPT or your AI tools on a regular basis, you can, I'm thinking I know it's not probably the audience, but if you're a plumber, there's still things that you can use with AI to augment your life and your work.
So, so Mallory, as you are looking at, Boomerang is touching many, many industries, right? So in the HR space, so probably you have visibility to what's happening across the different industries.
I do. And actually we get to see the changes in actual roles that are being posted and what's being more automated. I agree with Ruben. Basically, anything that's closer to the admin work is the most at risk. But the things that are really have staying power, I think, are anything that's relationship centric. Like anything, I think that soft skills are becoming more and more important in your work because that's something that AI is not able to take over. And then you also need kind of a mastermind to the AI. So you need to be the person who is helping make structural changes in your organization to become more efficient. And you need somebody to still have this kind of human element to it. People are not willing to fully automate everything just yet. And so they want a human element to this, a last touch point. And so being that person, being the person who kind of knows how all these tools fit together, I think is really important. And so we're seeing a lot of people where maybe the role is PM or product manager, but their scope is getting bigger because they can do so much more and they have so much more kind of breadth that they can touch within the company. So I think that's kind of what we're seeing right now, is just like the roles themselves are changing and the responsibilities are getting greater as AI comes on.
But are you also noticing like any specific industry, whether it's a financial industry, a consulting,
Yeah.
right? So anything in those areas, because consultants are really concerned about it, right? So which is, unless they do something differently, right, there may be some roles in the consulting industry it may not be needed. But do you have any insights into specific industries?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like the high volume kind of repeatable tasks. So HR, legal op, customer support, marketing too, because now you can do so much more marketing stuff online. I think all of those are definitely like more susceptible, I would say. But again, I think that there is an element of like, as long as you are the person who is helping orchestrate the efficiencies in the AI, and you're the person who's really utilizing that on your team, that's where you become invaluable right now.